In the grand mead hall of Asgard, Loki, the trickster god, taunts the dwarves, claiming their craftsmanship is inferior to the gods. His reckless words echo through the hall, provoking the dwarves Brokkr and Sindri, who listen from the shadows. This moment sets the stage for a high-stakes wager, showcasing Loki's arrogance and love for chaos. The dwarves, masters of the forge, take his insult as a challenge, igniting a conflict that will reshape the fate of the gods. Insulted by Loki's words, the dwarves Brokkr and Sindri step forward, demanding a contest to prove their unmatched skill. They vow to craft treasures so magnificent that even the gods will marvel. Loki, ever the gambler, agrees to the wager, staking his head as collateral. The dwarves return to their smoky forges, their determination unshaken. This confrontation highlights the dwarves' pride and Loki's reckless confidence, setting the wheels of fate in motion. Realizing the gravity of his wager, Loki schemes to sabotage the dwarves' work. He shakes hands with Brokkr, the agreement sealed with ancient runes, but his mind races with deceit. Loki's cunning nature is on full display as he plots to interfere with the forging process. This moment underscores the trickster's desperation and the high stakes of the contest, as his very head hangs in the balance. The dwarves begin their labor, their forges roaring with molten gold and iron. Brokkr works the bellows while Sindri shapes the divine treasures. Mjolnir, the hammer of Thor, Gullinbursti, the golden boar, and Draupnir, the enchanted ring. The heat is unbearable, but their focus is unbroken. This scene captures the dwarves' unmatched craftsmanship and the divine power they channel into their creations, all under the watchful eye of Loki. Loki, desperate to avoid losing his head, transforms into a biting fly and swoops into the forge. He stings Brokkr's eye, causing the dwarf to flinch and momentarily lose focus. This interference results in Mjolnir's short handle, a flaw that will become legendary. Loki's trickery is a testament to his cunning, but it also reveals his fear of the dwarves' skill. The sabotage alters the course of the contest, leaving a permanent mark on the treasures. Despite Loki's interference, the dwarves present their completed treasures to the gods. Mjolnir, though flawed, radiates power. Gullinbursti gleams with golden bristles, and Draupnir drips with endless replicas of itself. The gods are awestruck by the dwarves' craftsmanship, even as Loki smugly points out Mjolnir's short handle. This moment highlights the duality of the contest's outcome: victory for the dwarves, but a lingering imperfection caused by Loki's deceit. Odin, Thor, and Freyr deliberate over the treasures, declaring the dwarves victorious despite Loki's tricks. Mjolnir's power outweighs its flaw, and the other treasures are deemed flawless. Loki's arrogance turns to panic as the dwarves demand his head. The gods' verdict underscores the value of skill over deceit, but Loki's refusal to accept defeat sets the stage for his desperate escape. As the dwarves move to claim his head, Loki shapeshifts into a salmon and leaps into a nearby river. Brokkr, however, anticipates his trickery and casts a net, capturing the slippery god. This chase showcases Loki's resourcefulness and the dwarves' determination. Even in defeat, Loki's defiance shines through, but his fate is sealed. The dwarves will have their revenge. Bound by the terms of the wager, the dwarves punish Loki by sewing his lips shut with a leather cord. Though Odin forbids them from taking his head, the humiliation is severe. Loki's muffled laughter echoes through the hall, a reminder of his unbroken spirit. This symbolic act underscores the consequences of his deceit, yet hints at his inevitable return to mischief. The treasures forged in the wager become cornerstones of Norse mythology. Thor wields Mjolnir, Gullinbursti carries Freyr, and Draupnir enriches Odin's hoard. Loki, though silenced, plots his revenge, his stitches already loosening. This final scene foreshadows the cyclical nature of Norse myths, where triumph and treachery are forever intertwined, and the gods' power is both bolstered and threatened by Loki's chaos.